Hello everyone, it is Thursday, September 27th in the year of our Lord 2012. How are all you doing out there? I am doing awesome as always, wicked awesome. It's almost Friday, tomorrow's Friday. Yeah baby, awesome stuff. Let's give out our shout outs, unofficial sponsor of the show, my good friends Johnny and his better half Emma Montgomery, living out here in Texas where men are men and the bulls run scared. See, they have a website called theravel.com. That's THERAVEL.com. Check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. Lots of great stories out there. Big shout out to Mustang Brewing Company out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, otherwise known as Southern Kansas. Great beer from a great brewing company. Great folks. They watch my show. They've endorsed my show. I endorse their beer, undoubtedly, and I want more. Beer is good for you. Yeah, baby. My good friend Crystal Lloyd Dozani, KJ Lloyd, O'Donnell Gold Coffee. Great way to start the day or the night or whatever have you. KJLloyd.o'donnellgold.com. Check it out. She's also a 50s style pinup model, aspiring actress, published poet, and she knows it. Been in the comic book, and I worked with her in jolly old England. And she's absolutely beautiful. Totally cool. Awesome stuff. My good friend Rob Johnson, Computer Geek, Computune, Facebook.com/Computune. Check it out. He has helped me personally with my computer. My internet runs a lot better. My computer runs better. He just gave me advice right over the Facebook. And I've known his better half, Stephanie, for over 30 years. Phenomenal lady. Rob and Steph, I love you guys. And you are truly wicked awesome. My man Wally Fortier. Wally's aluminum shaping process, not Wally's ass sculpting process, so you probably wouldn't mind that if he was single and she was hot. He makes aluminum art for a living, and he does a damn good job of it. I've seen his work. Right now he's got some Pittsburgh Steelers logos he's working on, along with a few other surprises. And he lives right across the street from me here. Yeah, Texas, otherwise known as Southern Oklahoma. And finally, speaking of Southern Oklahoma, my man Tom Walk, general manager of Stevens Rubber Stamps and Sign Company. They make all kinds of good stuff. Check it out. There's your contact information below. And you just tell them Reverend Dr. B sent you. Alright? Want to help promote the business. These folks are good friends of mine. They help me. They watch my show. I help them. I support their business. And if you're interested, hit me up. Of course, the more businesses I promote, the longer the show goes. And it's already long enough as it is. But anyway, folks, speaking of beer, time for the beer of the day. I have not had this one before. Stranger American Pale Ale. Left Hand Brewing Company, Longmont, Colorado, the home of my man Wally Fortier. And we'll see how this stuff is. I hope it's awesome. We will see shortly. Proper beer opening apparatus. There you go, my man Justin Dimmitt. Congratulations on your leadership graduation. I give you the salute. You are officially reblued. Professionalism. Well done, my man. You passed. I'm proud of you. Did a great job. And, of course, folks, 45-degree pouring technique every day right into a proper beer consumption apparatus. And, cheers and beers to all of you. Prost, as they say in Germany. Kampai, as they say in Japan. Justin, I got a treat for you today. You'll see later on in the show. To help celebrate your graduation in your leadership course, I got something for you, bud. Cheers and beers to all of you. Pretty good. I like it. A good beer indeed. All right. How about some birthday shout-outs? And right off the bat, a lovely, lovely lady. She watches the show each and every day. She loves my posts. She's always following my posts. And hits the like, throws a comment out there here and there. Very good friend of my wife, the beloved Farrah. And we're talking about Peggy Ross. Happy birthday to you, my dear lady. I hope you have a wicked awesome day. I hope you celebrate. Party hard and enjoy. Party like it's 1969 minus the acid. And I know you're going to have a great day. Because you're a great person. And great people have great days. If the day ends in a Y, it's a good day. That's my philosophy. Peggy, celebrate, my friend. Hope you get spoiled. You deserve it. And we love you. And always great hearing from you. Next on the list, my man Tom Sullivan. Happy birthday to you, big man. Hope you're doing well. Another one I talk to all the time. I worked with him over a decade ago in good old jolly old Japan. See, Tom, I worked with, he fixes engines for a living. Well, he did. He decided to retire from that job that he did for 20 years. Did a damn good job of it, I might add. And he decided to take up a new hobby. And he is a professional photographer in Japan. Crystal Lloyd Dozani, are you listening? There's a man that can hook you up with some great pictures. You go to Japan, he'll hook you up. And I'm telling you, you've seen his photography. TS Photography. Folks, check it out. Facebook.com/TS Photography. I think that's what it is. Tom will correct me if I'm wrong. Folks, I'm telling you, these are professional images. This man knows his stuff. Phenomenal. Tom, happy birthday to you. Always a pleasure chatting with you. Great guy, you know. And a big cheers and beers to you, my man. Next on the list. I have yet to meet her in person. Hopefully someday I will. Fellow Mafia-ette, Donna Almany. Is that how it's pronounced? Almany. Almany? Is that how it is? I don't think it's Almany. Almany. I think it's Almany. I'm probably right on that. But Donna, happy birthday to you. Always a pleasure playing the old Mafia Wars with you. Lots of fun. Great whacking people, isn't it? You're damn right, Reverend Dr. B. Sure enough. There you go. But Donna, I hope you enjoy the show, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Celebrate well and enjoy, my friend. All right, and we'll whack some people to celebrate it. How about them apples? Next on the list, here's a lady I've known since high school. A great lady, quiet, and just really nice, really cool. I knew it was Beth Blankenship. Beth O'Connor, I've known your birthday forever. You knew I wasn't going to forget. I memorized everybody's birthday in high school, but happy birthday to you, Beth. Hope you're doing well. Now, see, Beth is an incredible, incredible figure skater. She's been figure skating since she was born, okay? Maybe even before then. And Beth, I know you're still involved in it. Phenomenal job. Practically a professional. I know she didn't make the Olympics, but hey, she was there in the Olympics in my world, folks. Beth, a big cheers and beers to you. Celebrate well and enjoy. Hope you have a phenomenal day. And the final birthday of the day. Oh, we got two of them. My bad. My man Mike Mackey. Happy birthday to you, big man. Hope you're doing well. Fellow Gat God, I worked with in jolly old England. And what's going on, brother? Hope England's treating you well. I miss it, and I miss all you good folks there. Miss dropping a wicked awesome on the radio once in a while. You know, you gotta keep things lively, baby. But Mike, a big cheers and beers to you. Love to hear from you. Always a pleasure hearing from you. And hope you enjoy the show. You're in for a real experience if you can make it all the way through. Cheers and beers, my man. Cheers. And final birthday of the day, my man Mike Graven. A comical naver that I worked with in jolly old England. How you doing, Mike? Haven't heard from you in a while. Always a good man. Always a pleasure and an honor working with good people like you. Sharp guys. And sharp in the noggin, too. No doubt about that. But Mike, hope you celebrate well and enjoy, my good man. And hope you're doing well. Love to hear from you. A big cheers and beers to you, mate. How about some additional shout-outs? My man, Lightning Mike Gore. Fellow blues fan like this guy. I work with him here in Texas, otherwise known as Eastern New Mexico. And Mike, dude, you know your music. Now, folks, as you know, I am a hardcore song pop addict. I am addicted to song pop the way a crack whore is addicted to crack, among other things. Or a heroin addict is addicted to the needle. But, see, Mike is a musical genius. Yup, he sure is. Squeeze me. But, Mike, I'm going to come back and kick your ass, or at least attempt to. I will be, squeeze me. I will be hitting up the old song pop as soon as I get done with this here show. And I'm going to stomp you. I'm going to stomp you out like a cigarette butt, buddy. Yeah, butt buddy. Ooh, that didn't sound right. Anyway, hey, whatever floats your boat. Just not this guy. But, enough said. Mike, a cheers and beers to you, mate. Hope you enjoy the show. Next on the list, my man Scott Peskowski, a jetsicle that I worked with in jolly old England. fellow Red Sox fan. And by the way, he just moved here to Texas, otherwise known as Western Louisiana. What's going on, Scott? It was so good to see you this morning. And been too long. Dude, we're going to have to get together and drink some adult beverages, brother. Talk about the Red Sox and how much they pissed us off this year. And hey, you're always welcome to come over to this here place, to the Love Goddess's castle. And you can be a co-host with me on this here show. The invite is there. And for any of you, if anyone is interested in co-hosting an episode with me on the Beer and Song of the Day, a.k.a. the Reverend Dr. B Show, let me know. Give me some time in advance so I can get the blessing from the Love Goddess, a.k.a. the better half, my beloved Farrah. And you can help me by being a co-host on this here show. Next on the list for a shout out, I miss you, big man, a Jetsicle I worked with here in Texas, my man Dan Mayer. He is now living in Turkey. You lucky bastard. Hope you're doing a lot of shopping over there. It's a great place to shop. Dan, I miss you, bud. Always a pleasure talking to you. Like me, we love good humor. We love being cheerful and upbeat and enjoying life. Folks, if the day ends in a Y, it's a good day, all right? As long as you're breathing, living, you know, there's always worse. Could be pushing up daisies, right? But, Big Dan, I miss you, bud. A big cheers and beers to you, brother. And finally, a great man indeed, a comical nav wizard. This guy, Dustin McGrath. And I've been playing him on the Song Pop heavily. And Dustin, great hearing from you as always. Hope you're doing well. Dude, again, I forgot where you moved to. Shame on me. I kept thinking you moved to Charleston, South Carolina. But that was my man Tanner Scarborough that did. Dustin, where did you move to? I forgot. Damn, let me know. Hit me up in the comment section below on the old Facebook. But a big cheers and beers to you. Hope you're doing well. And I hope you enjoyed the show. With that said, let's get to celebrity birthdays. Celebrating a milestone, 30th birthday today, rapper Lil Wayne. Happy birthday, bud. 28 years ago today, in 1984, Avril Lavigne was born. Yeah, sexy French, I think she is, pop artist. She's sultry and beautiful. Hey, here's a milestone for you. She was hot and sexy in her day. Still looking pretty good for her age. She is now the big Bodie. F-O-apostrophe-T-Y. Bodie. Gwyneth Paltrow. Yeah, baby. Beautiful lady. Beautiful. This guy was a teen heartthrob in the late 70s. Sean Cassidy. 54 years old today. And brother of David Cassidy in the Partridge Family. And son of Shirley Jones, as is David Cassidy, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Shirley Jones and David Cassidy were in the Partridge Family, and Sean Cassidy, he was just a teen heartthrob. Hey, how cool to be a teen stud muffin. I sure wasn't. Like a fine wine, I got better with age, though. I married a royalty. I got his ass beat. On this day, 1947, this guy's hideous. I don't know how any woman would hook up with him. Money, 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 I guess. But he's a senior citizen today. Meatloaf. That guy. That singer. That is one ugly, gruesome, hideous man. Oh, thank God I'm not that ugly. If I was that ugly, I just might shoot myself. Certainly would get a facelift or something. Or facial reconstruction. I don't know. On this day, and I am disappointed I do not have any of this here beer, is my personal favorite beer brewing company of them all. But on this day, September 27th, 1722, the late great Samuel Adams was born. Not only is he a Boston patriot, but he's also a former brewmaster. Hence, Sam Adams Brewing Company, founded in 1984 by Jim Cook. And he also organized the Boston Tea Party, where on December 16th, 1773, with the tea tax, we said to the Brits, we don't want your bloody tea, and we threw it in the Boston Harbor, and that's why it's polluted today. I don't know about that, but hey, you know. So there you have it, December 16, 1773. Samuel Adams led that expedition for the Boston Tea Party, and he passed away in 1803 at the age of 81 years old. Cheers and beers to you, Samuel Adams. You helped found the best brewing company ever. It is so sad I don't have one in my hand right now. Damn it. On this day, 78 years ago, he's 78 today. Oh, duh. Born in 1934, Wilford Brimley. Quaker Oats man, pitchman, phenomenal commercial guy. And what was I forgot the TV show that he was on. But he's always famous for his diabetes. I got diabetes. A lot of people poke fun at him for that. Hey, you know, if you're diabetic, it happens. But you know what? He's got it under control. He's 78 years old, still going strong, and still got that walrus mustache. Happy birthday, Mr. Brimley. I salute you. On this day, 1965, Steve Kerr was born. Who's he, Reverend Dr. B? Shooting guard, if I'm not mistaken. Or was he a point guard? Chicago Bulls. Skinny white guy with the blonde hair. One of the greatest three-point shooters in basketball history. This guy was a badass. Steve Kerr, man, you just light him up. On this day in 1949, a Philadelphia Philly legend was born. Mike Schmidt, who played for the Phillies for 18 seasons from 1972 to 1989. Hall of Famer, 12 Golden Gloves, second only to Brooks Robinson in that department. But he was also a badass home run hitter. 548 career home runs, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. Double check me if you will. Feel free to do so. I'm not guaranteeing it. But I think it was 548 that he retired with. No juice on that, man. He was just a natural home run hitter and a damn good third baseman. So, finally on this day in 1920, actress Jane Meadows was born. She's 92 today, still going strong. All right, some historical notes of the day. On this day in 1989, Sony purchased Columbia Pictures for $3.4 billion in cash. Wow, cash! Holy smokes, how much? Man, huge. On this day in 1964, the Warren Commission released. And the Warren Commission was released, and they found Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. To this day, 48 years later, many doubts are still out there about him killing John Fitzgerald Kennedy on November 22nd, 1963, in Dallas, Texas. On this day in 1961, the country of Sierra Leone became the 100th member of the United Nations. Way to go. On this day in 1916, I did not know this one, the first Native American Day was celebrated honoring American Indians. You know, if it wasn't for you there, Christopher Columbus, thinking you were in India, they would have never been called Indians. They would have been Native Americans the whole time. Or whatever derogatory name you might have come up with. I'm not saying that India and Indians are derogatory, because they're not. But they might have had a different name. Who knows? Who knows what would have happened? Maybe it's better that they were known as Indians. I don't know. But Native Americans, I think that's a good name. And the first Native American Day was celebrated 96 years ago. Wow, I did not know that. On this day in 1992, this I knew, 20 years ago today, the Pittsburgh Pirates won their third straight National League East title. By the way, that was also the last winning season that the Pittsburgh Pirates have had. People like my good friend Jason Smaltz, who are true Pirates fans, have suffered for 20 years. However, it looks like I haven't looked in a while because the 2012 Red Sox season has been dead since June. So I haven't really focused on baseball too much. But I think this is the first year in 20 years that the Pittsburgh Pirates are going to have a winning record. If that ain't awesome, I don't know what is. 25 years ago today, and before I mention this fact, I have to mention, no more replacement referees! Thank God! The NFL came up with an agreement. We got it, the real refs for the next 5 years. The replacement refs get to go back to working at Foot Locker. Hell yeah! Thank God. I do feel for them a little because we knew they weren't going to be great refs, okay? We knew that. The best referees, NFL, Division I college football, okay? So these are the scrap heap folks from the Division II Okay? So you can't expect them to be as good. And they weren't, and we know that. But enough said on that. 25 years ago today, the NFL players began their strike. And then we had the replacement players. Remember that? Oh, I know I do. And the last replacement player that lasted was Eric Kramer, quarterback for the Chicago Bears, number 12. And I think he lasted until 1992, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to double check that one, but he actually had a decent career. How about that? On this day in 1973, this badass pitcher, Nolan Ryan, struck out 16 people in 11 innings. He pitched 11 innings in a game to end the season with a Major League Baseball record 383 strikeouts for the season, which, by the way, that record still stands 39 years later. Awesome. On this day in 1972, 40 years ago today, the first game was played at the Nassau Coliseum in New York. The New York Rangers beat the New York Islanders 6-4. It was an exhibition game in hockey. 40 years later, Nassau County Coliseum is still there. On this day in 1953, 59 years ago today, this team played their very last game at Sportsman's Park in St. Louis. Who is this? The St. Louis Browns. And here's your trivia question of the day. Thank you, Kevin Sherman, for reminding me that I need to do it. Nobody answered yesterday's trivia question. Nobody chimed into the comment section below. Shame on you. But folks, today's trivia question, after the 1953 season, who did the St. Louis Browns become? They were the Milwaukee Brewers in 1901. They were the St. Louis Browns from 1902 to 1953. And they changed their name and moved to a different city in 1954, where they're still going today. So, comment section below, who is that baseball team? And if you're a fan of the baseball team and you don't know it, shame on you. You don't know your team's history. You're not a true fan. All right? But, by the way, they lost their 100th game of the season in their last game ever at Sportsman's Park in St. Louis. Sad. On this day in 1942, 70 years ago today, the New York Giants, football Giants, beat the Washington Redskins 14-7. Whoop-de-doo, Reverend Dr. B. What's so special about that? Simple. They did not get a first down in the entire game. How the hell does that happen? A damn good defense, a horrible offense, and or the fact that maybe every time they had the ball on offense, they drove it downfield in one play. That's probably what happened twice. They won 14-7. And finally, 100 years ago today, this is a huge milestone. W.C. Handy, better known as William Claude Dukenfield. Well, that's what he was born as. W.C. Handy published Memphis Blues. And that is considered the first blues song ever. 100 years ago today, the blues were born, baby! One of my all-time favorite music genres ever, as you all well know. With that said, how about we get to the show of the day? Twilight Zone Season 1, Episode number 26. April 1st, 1960. The Execution. There it is. And basically, in 1880, Joe Caswell, played by Albert Salmi, a very good character actor, underrated by the way, is about to be hanged for shooting a man in the back. But his life is spared when a time machine throws him into the future. If only he could escape fate as easily. That's this guy right here, Albert Salmi. There's your noose, fitting to get hanged. And as soon as that noose tightened around his neck, he disappeared, as I mentioned. He reappeared in the modern laboratory of Professor Mannion, inventor of the time machine. Oh, by the way, Professor George Mannion, ironically, was the professor in the TV show Gilligan's Island, played by Russell Johnson. Yes. How about that? And he's still alive today, almost 90 years old. Russell Johnson was the professor in The Twilight Zone, and he was a professor on Gilligan's Island for 3 seasons. How cool is that? Justin Dimmitt, Kevin Sherman, I know you two guys will appreciate that. But anyway, yeah, you need to check out this episode because there's a petty thief that enters the lab, grapples with Caswell for the gun. Johnson escapes in the time machine, and guess where he ends up? In the news. Ha! So, you can guess what happened there. With that said, Justin, I promised you I would hook you up, my friend. And that is what Reverend Dr. B is going to do. Okay? Because, see, you requested this babe of the day, and I am hooking you up. Congratulations. This is your present for becoming a great leader in life. Catherine Bell, most notorious in the TV show Jag. Yeah. She's 44 years old, born August 14th, 1968, in London, England. Yes, she's British, but does not have those famous quote-unquote British teeth. Okay. I don't think she looks very good there, personally. I don't. Alright, maybe she does have British teeth. Natural. Gotta appreciate natural. Yep. Oh. There you go. Oh no. I'm a sucker for leopard prints, okay? I am. I'll admit it. Catherine Bell. Yeah, baby. Yeah. There you go, Justin. You liking this? How about you other ladies and gentlemen out there? You appreciate the Reverend Dr. B's babe of the day? I am not lusting after women. No. I am merely showing God's artwork. God's artwork is amazing. And I have 2015 eyesight, and thank God I utilize it well. I love that picture. Absolutely gorgeous. If that ain't awesome, I don't know what is. Oh, buddy. There you go. The sweet, innocent look. That is something that Reverend Dr. B absolutely loves. Panties? Sure. Why not? Because she can. But, oh, interesting. Is that her? If that's her, dressed as Wonder Woman? Who likes those superheroes, eh? There you go, representing Jag. Catherine Bell. 44 years old now. My goodness. Justin, Kevin, everyone else, I hope you all appreciate that. It's going to be a 30-minute show today. It's my show. It's the way it is. 30 minutes. It's better than a lot of TV episodes out there that are 30 minutes. Alright, folks. It is time for the song of the day. And we are bringing something unique to you. You have not heard this type of music on this show. But folks from West Virginia and definitely Kentucky will appreciate it. Because it is the godfather of bluegrass music. And what's even cooler is the fact that this man played a mandolin from 1923. And I'm going to bring out the song to you. The late, great Bill Monroe, this is his first song he ever recorded back in 1936. He recorded with his brother Charlie Monroe as the Monroe Brothers. The song is called My Long Journey Home. Absolutely phenomenal. 76-year-old song and still goes strong today, especially on the Reverend Dr. B, aka Beer and Song of the Day show. Now, the mandolin that Bill Monroe is playing is from 1923, and he played it his entire life, or his entire career, I should say. Like I always say, every good old school song is a great instrumental. Bluegrass at its finest, folks. What do you think of this one? Let me know. The late great Bill Monroe was born September 13th, 1911. Sadly passed away in 1996 at the age of 84. What's crazy is he actually got robbed at one time, and they the robbers shattered his mandolin into pieces. Do you realize that folks ended up gluing his entire mandolin back together, and he continued playing it right up until he died. Absolutely amazing but true story. I know because I read it in the pamphlet that accompanied the box set, the Bill Monroe box set I bought over 15 years ago. Yeah! Play this stuff backwards, you get all your good shit back. And the bad stuff too. Like the ex-wife.
Dark and raining and I got to go home. Got to go home, boy, got to go home. It's dark and raining and I've got to go home. I'm on my long journey home.
Empty as the brain cells of an average Yankee fan. Folks, you know what time it is, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. It's time to make like a fetus and head out, so everybody take care. Have a wicked awesome night and day. Peace be the journey. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't drink and drive. You might spill. You drink or you might kill yourself or somebody else. And drinking and driving is dumber than being a Yankees fan. And what's dumber than that is rooting for douchebag cocksuckers like Eli. Oh, I'm as good as Tom Brady. And you prick, you practically are this year. Manning and men slapping women. Things like that are just plain stupid. And Justin, you Manning fan, you, and all you other folks out there, remember, Peyton and Eli Manning combined 3 Super Bowl rings. Tom Brady, 3 Super Bowl rings. He's as good as both of them put together. Take that, you pricks and prickettes. Manning. What a schmuck. Both of them. I'm out of here. See y'all tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye.